Let's see how these marbles decide to strut their stuff on the catwalk, the second event. Similar to balancing as was done in the MarbleLympics. They have to go as far as they can, head-to-head. Bumblebees and the Blue Fastings. These two butted heads several times in the first event. Look at that Blue Fastings getting past that 7 mark. Let's see how the points end up getting spread. They had a couple that were out pretty early, and look at this, it's a tie. Well, we'll see how that works. Of course, Group A, these are just heats. 6 of them in total. The Minty Maniacs walking that tightrope all the way down to the 6 marker. Also put one in the 4, and they're going to come out with a 2-point win. Look at this, all 4 in that one area back there. Minty Maniacs and the Bumblebees. Minty Maniacs, look at this. Look at neck and neck, and we get a 10-pointer. The Bumblebees make it all the way to the end. But it's not enough. The teammates went out so early that they did not carry the point total to give them the heat win. Again, they'll have multiple goes at this. And another 10-point finisher plus a 9. Now, maybe that's an 8 technically. Yes, it is in the process. So the Blue Fastings, 8 points clear of the Valiant Violets. They have to get right back into the gate against the Bumblebees. Can they get another 10-point finisher? Now everybody's going to go out this time. Valiant Violets, talk about a quick turnaround. They make one all the way out to the 7-point range. And that does help them just enough for the win. Minty Maniacs and the Blue Fastings back in the gates again. And a pretty good team effort from the Valiant Violets. Look at that up top. They get one into the 10. And another past the 9 mark. Another with an 8. I don't know if they had any go out that early. And I think their point total shows that. 33. That is a high for anybody so far. See if anybody can beat that 33 mark from the Minty Maniacs. Keep that in mind. Blackjacks and the Golden Orbs here in Group B. Neck and neck for a while, but the Golden Orbs just dropped off in that 8-point range. And will that hurt them for points? They got a couple of finishers way down there. No, Golden Orbs, they do enough, 20-14. The Green Gang and the Ruby Rollers. Down they go, Green Gang falls off. Ruby Rollers, they get a 10er. That's a pretty good finish right there. Not a lot of wobbling either. Pretty good confidence heading down the way, and that 10-point does help them elevate to a 3-point win. Ruby Rollers and the Blackjacks back again. Ruby Rollers, are they going to have a 10-pointer? Yes, they will. Now, how did the teammates fall off as we zoom back out here? I would say they did pretty well. 20-8. That is one of the lowest point totals that we've seen so far. 8 for the Blackjacks. My goodness. Green Gang and the Golden Orbs now. Both of them had 2 for a while. Green Gang eventually drops off in the 8-point range, but it's a 10 out on that far lane. We've seen several 10s out on that far lane, and that's enough. 1-point victory. Doesn't get much closer than that. Although we did have a tie in Group A. Green Gang and the Blackjacks. Green Gang drops off to the 8 mark. Neck and neck back there. 2 in the 4. And that does help. 21-15. Ruby Rollers on the far side. Golden Orbs to the near. The final heat of Group B. Easy as can be. Didn't even falter. Will it be enough? Yes. 20-16. Ruby Rollers come out on top. So we take a look at the group standings. Ruby Rollers and the Golden Orbs will advance. So we have our 2 groups set for the semifinals. On this top one, Minty Maniacs, Golden Orbs to the near side. Out they go, Minty Maniacs. They fell off, but they're going to get 1 to the 10-point range. They held on pretty far, past 5, I believe. But look, Golden Orbs. Even if the Minty Maniacs had fallen off earlier, it wouldn't have mattered. 9 points is all. Blue Fastings and the Ruby Rollers to decide the other spot in the finals. Blue Fastings, 2 of them, and 1 apiece get to the 10. But look at that marble up on the high side there with 9 points credited. And that's enough, 28-19. One of the Ruby Rollers actually fell on 4, but it passed the barrier to 5. We're hearing from timing and scoring that will not count. It will count as 4 points instead, in case you're wondering at that spread. Golden Orbs and the Ruby Rollers. Ruby Rollers get to 9, can't drop it in the trough for 10, but it's still going to be enough to pick up the bronze, 3rd place in this round 2 of the tournament. Now we look at the final. Everything moving fast and furious here. Blue Fastics, Minty Maniacs. Blue Fastics almost dropped off, holding on. Minty Maniacs get a 10 and an 8. And I believe the Minty Maniacs, depending on how the other teammates did, will that be enough? Yes, it will. Minty Maniacs come away with the win, 23-16. They pick up 15 valuable points in the tournament standings. Blue Fastics, another good finish for them. Ruby Rollers back in third. So as we look at the overall standings, a bronze and a silver for the Blue Fastics has them in third place overall. Bumblebees, everybody is chasing the Minty Maniacs.